What's going on, 80K Sports Performance families? Ryan here with this week's Coach's Corner. And this week I wanted to talk about the importance of rest periods for training. And while it's not the most exciting or glamorous topic, it is a really important one. Because if we're looking at the qualities that we're looking to develop through training, primarily speed, power, strength, all of those are going to require adherence to rest periods in order to maximize your training. So what I mean by that is when we're training power, for example, if we're looking to properly train power, we need to provide maximum intent and then a full recovery and then maximum intent. Same thing goes for our speed training. So if you're doing a grouping of 3 exercises like we typically do with our athletes, they might be doing a med ball slam and then some sort of broad jump and then maybe a hurdle jump. Going from exercise to exercise to exercise really fast, you're not going to recover. So then your intent isn't going to be maximal, and that is what we need to truly train power. Same thing goes for when we're doing our sprints. In order for us to truly train speed, we need to have a maximum effort sprint followed by a full recovery. Otherwise, we're not really training speed, we're more so training conditioning. So that is why we ensure and encourage our athletes take time in between these exercises and they're not rushing. Because a lot of times what you'll see people doing is they'll do a sprint, they'll jog back, and then they'll sprint. Or they'll go med ball slams right into hurdles, right into broad jumps. And while going through those motions is great, if we're looking at the science of what actually needs to happen to really develop these qualities, we're not hitting what we're looking for there. So that is why sometimes in some of our smaller groups, we have to stand around and chat, hang out in between sessions of sprints, because we need to make sure that our athletes are getting their full rest. And same thing, a lot of times we're slowing down athletes in between their med ball slams to their hurdle hops. That way they can put the full intent needed to really train that power that we're looking to train through those exercises. And same thing goes for our strength training. If you are someone who is lifting and you go through your set and then you can run right to the next exercise, we might not be lifting heavy enough. We might not be putting enough intent and attention into that exercise to make sure we're really getting the benefits that we're looking for. So that is something that we're always encouraging our athletes to do, is to not rush. Don't just go through the motions. Make sure we're doing things correctly in the right way, so that way we get the most out of our training and we're not missing the mark there. If you have questions about the importance of rest periods, feel free to reach out and we can talk about how we can maximize that for your athletes and their training. And we'll see you in next week's Coach's Corner.